Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips a balance in favor of fair use. Okay, this is from Sunday World. Dublin Councillor appears in Scientology videos, but tells people not to get involved in cult. I would tell anyone not to get involved. It's a cult to me. It's always going to be a cult, and I'd never get involved in it. By Alan Sherry, dated 28 June 2022. A fine guile, political, who has appeared in promotional videos made for Scientologists praising their volunteers' work in Dublin, says he thinks they're a cult and he will ask them to never use him in their videos again. Councillor Brian Lawlor, who lives close to the Scientology Community Centre in Fearhouse, South Dublin, had been a vocal critic of the controversial group since learning they were establishing a presence in the area in 2017. However, over the past couple of years, he has appeared in a number of videos made by Scientologists about their work in the area, including painting projects in the community for a local football club in a community garden. He even appeared in pictures wearing a Scientology Community Center volunteer high-V jacket. Claire Lawler also sponsored a children's art competition run by the Scientologists, which took place at the church's community center. That's 333 right there. Church Community Center 333. In June, and featured prominently in a 45-minute video made by the group for World Nature Conservation Day last year. In total, he appeared in multiple video and pictures in 10 separate posts on the group's Facebook page over the past 2 years, where they regularly thanked him for his support and for initiating projects they became involved in. Church of Scientology members did some painting. Could that be a minor? Could that be a child, you guys? The Sunday World spoke to Claire Lawler last week to ask him if he now supported the controversial group, despite his opposition to them in the past. He said he did not, and he believed they were a cult, and will tell them not to use him in any more promotional videos or posts in the future. I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on here. I would tell anyone not to get involved. It's a cult to me. It's always going to be a cult, and I'd never get involved in it, he said. He said he would ask the Scientologists to remove the videos of him and ask them not to post any further promos. I want them, the videos, removed. It's a cult to me. I will say, don't ever use me again, and I don't want to be associated with them. To Asiak, Michael Martin previously described Scientology as a cult when the center was opening in 2017. He said these types of cults can be very damaging to people, particularly to young people. The best way forward needs to be examined. It may not be legislated. I think ultimately in situations like this, it's about education. Scientology deny they are a cult and describe themselves as a religion. They invested millions in Ireland over the last few years, but there were only 87 people who described themselves as Scientologists. In 2016, census, and the figures for the year's census are to be published soon. Claire Lawler acknowledged that by appearing in videos and posts on their page, it could look to others like he was endorsing the group, but he said that was not the case. He said he first spoke to them in relation to the Dodder Linear Park, part of which went through Scientology property, and they resolved issues in relation to the land. He then arranged for Scientologists to help paint a wheelchair-accessible garden in Fear House. Videos show the volunteers in Scientology, high-V jackets, carrying out painting work. Claire Lawler opens a video name-checking the Scientologists who carried out the painting and praising their work. Scientologist Asia Kuzman then goes on to thank Claire Lawler for leading such a brilliant community initiative. Claire Lawler told the Sunday World he asked the Scientologists to get involved as they offered to do it for free when other painters were quoting $900 Irish to carry out the work. They got a quote for $900 Irish to do the mural in the Church of Scientology, clean the park, and they had a painter. And I said, do you want to pay $900 or use one of the girls from Scientology? They saved $900. He said he is also working with Scientologists in relation to a pitch they have on their land. They have a GAA pitch there as well now. They're looking for 2 local clubs to come in and possibly build an astro pitch in it. I'm working on that myself. He also helped arrange for Scientologists to paint murals on containers for local football club Fear House, Carmel FC. Something's weird about this, you guys. Once again, he appeared in a promotional video made by Scientologists about the project and praised their work while they thanked him for getting involved. Claire Brian Lawler is seen wearing a Scientology high-V. A week later, he appeared in a Scientology video for World Nature Conservation Day, and last month sponsored a Scientology children's art competition, which took place in the Center for Kids and Their Families. Critics of Scientology, we need to change that name. I'm so tired of the same title. Questioners of Scientology say the group uses such events to gain good PR and tries to get politicians and other well-known people involved to lend credibility. In a statement to the Sunday World, a spokesperson for the Church of Scientology and Community Center said, over 600 community groups and charities, in addition to many artists, community leaders and local representatives, have collaborated with the Church of Scientology and Community Center since our opening in October 2017. To date, we have held weekly community events and activities welcoming some 160,000 guests. This is in addition to delivering 4,200 Scientology life improvement courses to outstanding feedback. Another short story. Claire Brian Lawler is very actively engaged with all in his constituency. He is one of thousands of individuals who have worked with us and is very aware of the work we have done in the local area. The spokesperson added that the only thing we are interested in is helping people on both a personal and community level. Scientologists also hosted as fundraising night for Ukraine last Friday week, which was attended by the Ukrainian ambassador to Ireland, Larisa Garasko. The event raised around 5,200 Irish dollar for the Candle of Grace charity, and featured well-known Ukrainian and Eastern European acts. While the night mostly revolved around the acts, a Scientologist did give a speech to the crowd to claim the Church of Scientology was heavily involved in human rights. For decades, our churches across the world have been educating others on human rights and have been helping to make those a reality, they told the crowd. Lizzie Luzon, from charitable organization Candle of Grace, said she had no involvement in Scientology and was unaware of their operation. As far as I know, they only hosted. They gave the premises. I don't even have a clue who they are and what they do. Right, give me a break. We were invited and we just came.